Good morning, everyone. This is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with another full deck and missing a few cards puzzles. There's a couple of reasons for this, but this one is called Foggy Connections. Now, the first and most obvious reason is it's a fog puzzle by full deck and missing a few cards, so I had to get this one in and give it a look. And if I'm going to solve it, I'm going to record it and I'm going to share it. The second reason is I'm about to come. This is the day that you see this, not that I'm recording it, that I'm going away for my birthday and anniversary holiday. And as this video is coming out, I will have just seen Hamilton again. This will be one of the last times I see Hamilton. It'll be actually the second last time I travel up to Sydney to see the show. And for the next couple of days, I'm just going to be going to the theatre constantly. So this is a bit of a celebration for me, and I wanted to, this is my way of sharing it with friends. Here, I'm a nostalgic sap. The other reason is it gives me an opportunity to introduce that starting tomorrow, which will be my anniversary and my wife's birthday, and the day after that will be my birthday, but I'm going to be starting another run of 5 Sudoku U puzzles, which will be puzzles by students of Full Deck and Missing a Few Cards. I think it's from their students this time. So I'm starting tomorrow another bunch of puzzles from Sudoku U, so you can look forward to that one. But I really just want to get in and give this one a look. I want to keep my intro short if I've got them, because while watch time is valuable, please like and subscribe. I don't want to waste your time. So let's have a look at the rules. So we've got the rules are in a different order, but I'm just going to go through in the order that makes sense in my brain. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So into every box, into every row, and into every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. And then we've got fog. So the part of the grid is covered with fog. As correct digits are placed, the fog will clear from surrounding cells. So what that means, for example, is if I was to place a digit, the correct digit into this cell, then all of the cells touching it and itself will have all of the fog removed. Now, while it would be possible for me to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and find the correct digit and have the fog removed, that's not needed in this puzzle. It should be possible for us to logically deduce every digit that was placed, and then the fog will clear as we make correct deductions. Anti-diagonal. Each of the main diagonals may only contain 3 distinct digits. So these red lines, along each of these red lines, we may only have 3 different digits. So if we were to determine what these 3 digits were, those 3 digits would appear here, and those 3 digits would appear here. Cages. Digits in cages cannot repeat and must sum to the value in the upper left corner of the cage. There's an example of a cage here, but wherever the cage goes, no repeated digits, and whatever the digits are placed in the cage sum to the value in the top left corner. Kropki Pairs. So digits in cells separated by a black dot. Those 2 cells are separated by a black dot, must be in a 2 to 1 ratio. Digits in cells separated by a white dot, we can't see any, but if these 2 cells were separated by a white dot, they'd have to be consecutive. 1 is consecutive with 2, 2 is consecutive with 3, etc. Not all dots are necessarily given. So if there was no dot here, it would still be fine for these to be in a 2 to 1 ratio. And Renban lines. We do see a Renban line down here. Digits along Renban lines must form a set of non-repeating consecutive digits in any order. So what that means is, for example, if those digits were 1, 2, and 3, we could be 312 or 231, but that would mean that those digits, if you take the digits off the line and sort them, they would be a run of digits. So 1, 2, 3 is a run of digits, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, but 2, 3, 5 is not a run of digits. There's a gap in the middle, and you can't have gaps. They're the rules. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. This 6 cage is where to start, because we can see that this cell, the cage moves into this cell, and this cell also moves into this cell. So they're part of the same cage. But if these are all part of the same cage, what are the minimum digits we can put into 3 cells? They are 1, 2, and 3, because you can't repeat digits in cages. So these have to be 1, 2, and 3, because 1, 2, and 3... I see what's going on. 1, 2, and 3 are the minimum digits you can put into a cage, and they sum to 6. So this is the 6 cage. It can't grow any, because then I need to add another digit and I'd blow the 6 total. But now I think about this Renban, because if I'd made either of these a 1, then I'd have to put a 1 down here, because remember, this is an anti-diagonal line. So whatever goes up here must go down here. and must go down here. So if either of these was a 1, I'd have to put 1 on this Renban, and this Renban, therefore, in order to be a run of digits, would have to be 1, 2, 3, which would mean that these would have to be 1, 2, 3. But these are not 1, 2, 3. These are 1, 2, 3. So if I put 1 into either of those, I'm broken. There's no 1 here. This is the 1. And now these are 2, 3 because this is also a Renban. Great. But this now has 2 and 3 on it, but can't have a 1 on it. So we know that all of these digits are 2, 3, 4. The 2, 3 here makes this a 4, taking the 4 out of here. And this is the 4. Okay, beautiful clean opening, by the way. Okay, 2 here would need this to be a 1 or a 4. It can't be a 4. 3 would need this to be a 6. But 4 here means this is the 2. So this is the 3, which means this is the 3 and this is the 2. I can get rid of the colouring in the cage. This may be a ridiculously easy puzzle. I don't know. I really don't know. Where's this 2, 3 on this anti-diagonal? Because this 2, 3 must appear in one of those 3 cells, but it can't be there or there. This is a 2, 3. Because that can't be a 2 or a 3 because of those, and that can't be a 2 or a 3 because of those. So that is that cell. Those are the same. This 2, 3 means this is 1, 4 if it's 2, or 6 if it's 3. If this is 1, this would have to be 2. That doesn't work. That's the 6, so that's the 3, and that's the 2. Whoa! That's a lot of little Renbans. 6 is consecutive with 5 or 7 in order to make this work. One of these is a 9. So if this was a 1, this would have to be a 2. That's not a 1. If this was a 4, this would be 5 or 7. If this is 6. So this is 5, 7. It can't be 3. So this is a 5, 7 pair. If this is a 4, this would be 3 or 5. And if this is a 6, it's 5 or 7. This is a 5, 7 pair. So what are these 3 digits? 1, they're not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7, 1, 8 and 9. If this was a 1, this would have to be a 2. It doesn't work. That's not the 1. If this was the 1, this would have to be a 2, and that doesn't work. So this is the 1, and therefore that is the 2. They're nice short Renbans. And again, if this was the 9, this would be an 8, but this being a 9 would make this an 8. That's the 8, and this is the 9, which makes this the 8. The 8 has to go next to a 7 or a 9, and I just placed a 9. That's a 7. This is just a lot of nice little deductions, making that the 5 and that the 7. The 5 doesn't resolve, well, the 2 resolves that, which means that's not the 4. Just a lot of nice little deductions. Now I need to put an odd digit onto this, which is either 1 with 2, because I can't use 3, 5 or 7. Any consecutive dot must have an odd and an even digit on it, because there's no 2 even digits that have a difference of 1, and there's no 2 odd digits that have a difference of 1. So I must use an odd digit, and I say odd rather than even because 3 of the odd digits are already gone. Or it must be 9, 8. Now, if this was 9, 8, that would be 8. That would seem to work. If it's 1, 2, that would be 1. So this, if this is 9, 8, that is 8. If this is 1, 2, because of 1, 2, 1, 2, this is 1. So this is either 1 or 8. The 2 here makes this the 3, taking 3 out of those. Okay. Oh, 1, 3, 9. So these are 1, 3, 9. That's the 3. These are 1 and 9. And these are 1, 3, 9. There's no 3 here. This is a 1 or a 9. It's not a 1. This is the 9, and I can take 9 out of those. Now 9 means these are 8 and 7. The 1 makes this the 9 and this the 1, which means these are 8 and 7 in order to make the Renban work. Now this 3, it must have a 4 on it. because I can't make this 1, 2, 3. So it's 2, 3, 4 or 3, 4, 5. So there must be a 4 on this, making that the 2 and that the 4. This is just neat. This is good fun. This is a nice call for a nice start of a holiday. So 1 is in one of those two. Possibly should have looked at this earlier, but I haven't yet. 4 is in one of those two. Oh, this 2 means this isn't 2, so this isn't 1. That's a 4, because 4 has to be on this line, so 4 is not there. 4 is looking up there. That is a 4, which puts 4 right there, because 4 can't be here, but these two 4s are knocking out those. That's your 4, which means this is not the 4, this is the 4. So this is a triple. 2, oh, that Renban's going to do some work now. 2, 5, and 6. But this Renban is a maximum of 3 lengths. It can't connect to anything else. So if this was a 6, how would I get down to either 1 or 3? 6 can't connect. Even like the longest this could be is a 3-cell Renban. If this was a 3-cell Renban, that's a 2. If it's a 2-cell Renban, it's a 2. This is always a 2. And this is not a 2, and this is not a 2. The 2 takes 2 out of there, which takes 1 out of there. This is now 8, 9, which makes that the 8 and that the 1. This is cool fun. 4 is now in one of those. Well, what is this triple? Let's just put it in. So it's 2, 4, 6, and there's no 2 in any of those. So that's the 2. This is a triple. 1, 5, 7. Not sure about that, but 1, 2, 3 is in one of these. This is 3 and 6. Okay. So this is quite restricted, I think. Actually, it's not as restricted as I might have thought. It's from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because I can't use 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can't be 7, 8. So what's the even digit? Could be 8, 9. So it's got 6 or 8 on it. Oh, this 8 looks down, making that the 7, which makes that the 8. That takes 7 out of there. Maybe it's this Renban. Yeah, there's no 2 on this Renban now. And it's got a 3 on it. So this is 4, 5. So these are 2 and 6. And the 2 is looking up, making that the 6 and that the 2. So this is a triple. 5, 7, and 9. Oh. Well, there's no 7 or 9 there, so that's the 5, and I can take 5 out of those, but I can also take 5 out of those. So this is either 6, 7 or 8, 9, because it can't be 7, 8, because that would break that cell. If this is 6, 7, well, that can't be the 8, so that can't be the 9. This... I bet you this is a scanning fail on behalf of BremSter. This triple is 5, 7, and 9. There's no 9. Whoops. No, there's no 9 there. Oh, this 7 is looking up, making that the 8, which makes that the 7, which takes 7 off those. So this is 8, 9. This is 8 and 9, which makes that the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6, which makes that the 4 and that the 6. The 4 looks across, making that the 5 and that the 4. The 5 looks back, making that the 7, which makes that the 9, which makes that the 5. Excellent. Good fun. Um, right. 2 and 6 go into those, but I've got a 6, so that's the 2 and that's the 6. This 6 is looking down, making that the 5, which makes that the 6. Which looks across, making that the 3, which makes that the 6. The 3 looks back, making that the 1 and that the 3. The 1 turns around and says, that can't be a 1. No 1 for you. Okay, this is not resolved. But let's look at these. 1 and 5, and I can resolve that. That's the 5, that's the 1. This is a triple, which is 3, 7, and 9. I have a 7 and a 9 already in row 6, so there's my 3. I have a 7 already in row 4, so that's the 9, and that's the 7. Now I get me some pairs. Oh, pairs. I haven't had a good pair in ages. 3, 8. The 3 looks down, making that the 8 and that the 3. What I have in the house is bananas. This is... Well, 1 has to go into one of those two. 2, 3, 4, 5 goes into one of those two, but this 5 looks down, making that the 5. So this is just the 9, and these are 1 and 6. And don't see that yet, but I will. So these are 1, 6, and 7 and must contain a 6. There's no 7 there. So that's a 1, 6 pair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This can be an 8, which makes that the 9, which makes that the 8. So this is 5 or 7? Yes, because I'm missing 5 and 7 in that row, but there's a 7 looking down. There's my 5, there's my 7, there's my 1, there's my 5. The 1 looks across, making that the 6, and that the 1, and that the 6. This now has a 1 and 6 in the row, so that's the 7. I'm missing 2 digits in the box, which even I should be able to resolve. The 1 is looking down, saying that's not the 1. This is the 1, and if I pick, that should end the puzzle with a 9. Nice, easy, great fun. 516 solves in 18 days. Yeah, I think we can do better than that. Because this is all about getting puzzles solved. That was a lot of fun. That was really cool fun. I know I keep saying it. I'm a big believer in puzzles not needing to be diabolical in order to be fun. I've solved some pretty tricky puzzles in the last few days, I think. I mean, many people here may not agree. But that one I really enjoyed in spite of it, you know, at no point... FullDeck and missing a few cards will understand me saying this. At no point did that one blow my mind with, oh my god, that's astounding logic. But it was just good fun to solve, and that's great. Particularly as we're starting to get into some of the harder puzzles in March of the Quads, there's some tricky content on the channel for you to get to, and those puzzles are going to get harder through December. So, yeah, there's a lot for you to look forward to. Yeah, and I hope you're looking forward to Sudoku U. Now, I've been told some of those puzzles can get a little tricky, but normally the Sudoku U puzzles are not too challenging. I'm expecting them mostly to be around 15 to 20 minute solves. I could be wrong about that. I have not put them. I have no idea. They go through testing in the class and I don't get those testing results. So we will see. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to recording the Sudoku U videos. I'm going to try and do most of them today. Yeah, great fun. Thanks everyone for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving.